OddsBreaker.com proudly presents Part 2 of Premium Oddscast, where professional mixed martial arts oddsmaker Nick Kalikas provides his premium plays for major MMA events. Get the best picks, bets, statistics, and analysis straight from the source as part of MMAOddsBreaker.com's premium betting service. Welcome everyone to Part 2 of the Premium Oddscast presented by Five Dimes. I'm Brian Heminger, joined today by MMA line setter Nick Kalikas, and we're going to be offering our premium bets for UFC Fight Night 34, Saffiedine vs. Lim, which takes place at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time in Singapore and can be viewed on the newly debuted UFC Fight Pass. We broke down each fight extensively in Part 1 of the Oddscast earlier, so now it's time to get to business with our MMA Oddsbreaker premium bets. Now, our first major play is a play on a pretty decent underdog here coming in, the co-main event, Tetsuya Kawajiri against Sean Soriano, featherweight for UFC Fight Night 34. Nick, what's our play, and why do we like it?
Well, we're actually going to roll with the dog here, Soriano. I know it's going to be a competitive fight. I know that Kawajiri is not to be taken lightly. I mean, he's a very solid fighter, been a top-tier lightweight for many years, and since he dropped down to 145, he's looked outstanding. I mean, his wrestling, his effective stand-up game, his submission game even improved. Just all around, Kawajiri's a very solid fighter. I just think Soriano's coming in at a good time. I think he's a young gun. I think he's going to give all sorts of problems to Kawajiri. If he stays standing, I think he's going to be able to sprawl and brawl enough to do that. I think even on the ground, he's going to be able to hold his own, possibly get some reversals and end up on top. So as the fight progresses, I think especially in round 2 and round 3, we're going to see a clear edge to Soriano. So at plus money, I think you got to go for it because this is kind of, like I said, a pick 'em type of fight in my opinion. So I'm going to go 4 units on Soriano. I believe there is some value there.
Yeah, and what I really like about Soriano is, he's so athletic, so quick, so light on his feet that he could just present a lot of problems for Kawajiri, who, has lost a little bit of a step. He has looked good since dropping down to 145, Kawajiri has, but he hasn't fought in over a year too, so you gotta factor that in. A veteran coming in with ring rust, making his UFC debut, a lot of jitters, everything. This could be a chance to let us down. And, the Japanese don't always have the best performances in UFC. So against a great athlete like Soriano, who trains out of the Black Zillions, this could be a big trap fight for Kawajiri that people don't see coming. So that does it for our straight plays, but we have 2 other parlays for this premium picks for this event. So Nick, tell us a little bit about the first one that we're going to do with featuring a lightweight fight between Taisimov and Bang, as well as the featherweight fight between Holloway and Chope.
Well, we are going to do a 2-team parlay here. I think there is some value in Taisimov and combining him with Holloway. Both guys I do see coming through in this spot here. Taisimov, against Bang, realistically the only shot I see Bang winning this fight is if he does catch Taisimov on the feet and knock him out. Other than that, I think Taisimov is going to be able to control this fight, dictate where it goes, have success on the ground if it does go there. I think even on the feet, he's going to be able to outpoint Bang. So I'm confident that Taisimov will get at least a decision over Bang, if not, finish him on the ground. Now, throw it over to Holloway, almost the same spot. I know Chope is coming in with a little bit of hype. He's a very tall, lanky fighter, and that's always not an easy style to adapt to. But I think as the fight goes on, again, Holloway's just the more superior fighter at this point. Chop's not going to be ready for him. I think Holloway's going to be able to put his combinations on the feet together well enough, and he's going to eventually get a stoppage here. I think his takedown defense is going to come into play, and he's going to be able to control where this fight goes as well. So at least Holloway gets a decision, but I think more realistically, Holloway's probably going to finish Chope. So combining Holloway in with a guy like Taisimov, I think is a great idea. I do find value at the current strike prices, but bringing them together, I think it reduces our risk enough to make it a great value play for us. So Taisimov and Holloway, 2-team parlay.
Yeah, and what I really like about Taisimov, man, he is just a legit great prospect out of Tiger Muay Thai, training out of the Philippines. He's really just very sharp in all facets. Great pace, very active, powerful, great submissions, and he's a finisher. Bang just has not fought often, one time in the last 3 years, and it was not against anybody of significance. I really think Taisimov is my biggest favorite, or the guy that I like the most to win on the entire card. And then Max Holloway, Will Chope, we talked about it yesterday on part 1. Chope just is not ready. He is so long, so lanky, and he's been able to get away with just being bigger, than, all these Southeast Asian guys he's been fighting. But Max Holloway, 5'11", he's a pretty solid, big featherweight himself, and he's going to be able to hang with him. And I just don't see Choate being able to drag Holloway to the ground. And even if he does, I see Holloway getting back up and just pasting him on the feet. So, I really like that one. So now what is our final parlay for UFC Fight Night 34, Nick?
Another 2-team parlay that I do find value in. I think Kimura versus Reyes. Kimura is probably going to be able to dominate this fight. Reyes might be dangerous early on, but if he doesn't get that knockout blow, I think Kimura is going to be able to pick him apart on the feet, get some takedowns, possibly finish Reyes on the ground. I think Kimura can sub him, or like I said, at least outpoint him to a decision win here. So Kimura, I think there is value on him at the current price, and we're going to actually 2-team parlay him with Kang, another fighter that I think is a very solid prospect. I know you look at his record and it might not seem like it, but look beyond that. I think he has the skill set to make life for Shimizu very difficult here. I think he's going to be able to dictate where this fight goes, keep it standing more than likely, and kind of batter Shimizu on the feet. If it does go to the ground, I think he's going to maintain top position, ground and pound, and avoid the sub game. So again, Kang at the current price, I do find value on him. So combining the 2-team parlay together with Kang and Kimura reduces our risk. I like that value play as well. And that's going to be 3 units for both of these parlays.
Yeah, and the thing that I like about Kang is, Shimizu is a complete 100% submission specialist. Almost all of his wins have been by submission. He wants to go to the ground. And Kang, I think, is better than him on the ground. So the one area that Shimizu could beat Kang, I think Kang's better than him. So, as long as he uses every facet of mixed martial arts in this fight, then it shouldn't be too big of an issue. It's just all about staying active enough, so if it goes to decision, Kang doesn't get screwed by the judges again, and just not giving up position. And Shimizu is usually the one that would give up position if there's a scramble. So again, that's another reason I like Kang. And then, Kimura, he looked decent in his last fight, got a little unlucky, leaving his neck exposed against Mitch Gagnon, but, Reyes is not even close to a UFC caliber fighter right now, in my opinion. He hasn't beaten anybody on his current win streak, and, his last losses were to guys that, anytime he stepped up in competition, he has not looked good. So I think, this is easy pickings for Dustin Kimura, over Reyes. So, in my opinion, these are all pretty solid, safe parlay picks. So that does it for part 2 of the Premium Oddscast. Make sure to follow @Premium Oddscast on Twitter, like our Facebook page, The Premium Oddscast, for all the latest updates on the show, and special thanks to our sponsor, 5 Dimes. We'll see you guys next week for UFC Fight Night 35 in Georgia. Good luck, and happy betting, everyone.